All right, one of the things you need to do before we get much further in this course is to take the trust test. It's called the Recreational UAS Safety Test, TRUST. How do you do that? You go to the FAA website, faa.gov, or you can just type under the search bar, FAA Trust, TRUST, 2 words, and it'll pop up. Actually, it'll pop up with a couple other organizations, but you want to go to the FAA site. Click on that and it explains it a little bit about it. All recreational flyers must pass an aeronautical knowledge and safety test and provide proof of passage if asked by law enforcement or an FAA person. Okay, so you're out in the field just playing around, taking pictures, whatever, doing it for not for hire, just for fun. You're supposed to have the certificate. You're supposed to present it to the officer or the FAA person. What people often do is just take a picture of it on their cell phone, so they've got it with them at all times. Keep a little piece of paper. You know, after you take the little test, they'll email you a little piece of paper or a little thing you can print if you want to do that. That's fine too. Nothing official. Nothing really. It is official, but it's not impressive. No picture. No. But it's just for recreational flying. You're allowed to fly recreational flying drones, but you have to take that test. In order to make money or be compensated for your flying, you have to take the Part 107 exam, which is a whole other exam. Okay, so what do you do? And you can read more about it, the exception for recreational rules. Okay, yeah. Down here it says, we have worked with a group of approved test administrators to provide the trust certificate, so you can click on that. They're not allowed to charge you for it. So we have a whole big long list of people that give the test. You might have noticed, we haven't talked about it, but we go by the rules of the Academy of Model Aircraft, or Model Aeronautics. So that's the set of rules that we do for recreational flying. And they have an okay site, but it's a little more specific about RC models, flying the little airplanes around these little parks. The one that's probably a little more related to us is the Pilot Institute. I would recommend them. They also have a podcast every week or every couple of weeks to give you an update on the industry if you want to be a professional pilot. But anyway, here it is right here. He can give you a little briefing, I suppose, basically to say what I'm saying. But you just, right down here it says get started, press on that, and away you go. You post them because they need a record of who it is. Well, that's a secondary issue. Recreational certificate also means that the FAA now knows who you are and where you live. Okay, so if you're a paranoid person, I mean, you'll get to know me. I have healthy paranoia because there are certain things that you really don't need to be telling everybody your social security number and things like that. But there are other things that's pretty safe. Anyway, come up with a username, password, name, last name, create new account, and then you click through the slides. Okay, this is little videos, little slides, and really it's a pass, no fail test. You just keep taking the same thing over and over again until you get the right answer. A little different than my class here. But anyway, when you finally answer all of the 10 questions, I think there's 10 questions, correctly, what you'll get, that will be just a mini education about the rules for recreational flying, which means, basically you can't fly any higher than 400 feet above the ground. You can't fly over people, you can't fly over moving vehicles, you can't fly at certain controlled airspace, like around an airport. You can't fly under certain circumstances when they have a temporary flight restriction, like a major football game, something like that. So they give you those little rules. It's pretty simple. Got to keep the drone in sight at all times. There's a couple other things, but anyway, so you take that test, you complete it, you pass it all. They'll email you the little certificate, take a picture of it on your cell phone or whatever, keep it on your cell phone, and then you'll be set. Now, and then what I need to do is take that little cell phone picture you took and send it to me. Preferably on the Blackboard site where it says submissions, right? You're allowed to send pictures on that. If you have problems with that, just let me know. I'd prefer you do it that way, but if you can't do that, just text me the picture of your certificate. So pretty simple, FAA Trust, FAA space TRUST, and that will get you where you need to go. Let me go back here, right there. Boop. Right, all right, and we'll get back up one. No, here it is, Recreational UAS Safety Test Trust. There's more information about it if you want before you fly your drone. There's also some other rules that I guess we could just take a moment to talk about. Why not? Receive your certificate, list of test, well, maybe there isn't anything more to talk about.